House staff. Michelle never dreamed of doing this. For the first time in the history of White House, visitors who take the public tour will now be able to view the famous White House movie theater, thanks to a new order by First Lady Melania Trump. Under Bill and Hillary Clinton and Barack and Michelle Obama, if you wanted to see the special areas of the White House, you had to pay to play. We all remember Bill Clinton literally selling Honest Abe's bedroom by the night, making it like a cheap motel on the wrong side of the tracks and bringing dishonor to the office. But the Trumps, as promised, are giving the White House and the government itself back to the people. Melania announced that the new tour will help bring back the idea of the People's House by giving more people access to the rich history and amazing traditions. The move gives more ordinary citizens access to the White House is the exact opposite of how former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle treated the residents. Those two were famous for hosting celebrities and star-studded events while suspending public citizen tours of the White House for 8 months in 2013. The East Wing Theater holds 51 seats along tiered rows. It was a cloakroom before President Franklin D. Roosevelt converted it in 1942, according to Independent Journal Review. George Bush was the last to renovate the room, which is now used for family and other special events. Now, for the first time in history, that special event could be the time you go visit the White House. H/T, World News Politics. Breaking Debbie Wasserman Schultz just made a full confession, she's guilty. The previous DNC head, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, got herself in trouble when a claim started circulating that she violated some of the security policies in office. It turns out she did and finally confessed to it all. According to Alan B. West, Debbie came forward and admitted that she was breaking cyber laws in office for years and years. After the police began to investigate her information technology aide, Imran Awan, for charges that stem from sharing information from Congress with various intelligence offices. Schultz became outraged and then only changed her aide's title to advisor instead of firing him. They were hiding something. It is no longer a question as to whether Schultz was participating in illegal activity. It is evident. If you remember, after the issue with her aide, she ended up resigning from the Democratic National Committee in July of 2016. All of these events led up to the WikiLeaks information coming out, and she got out of town. Schultz knew as soon people started combing through the emails, she was going to be brought down in no time. Debbie simply claims that she uses Dropbox, but she knew perfectly well it could be breached and didn't care. The best part? She then blames the House authorities for her breach in security. Her claim is that it is not blocked. I am fully able to use it. Just because you have access to it doesn't give you the right to do as you please. There are rules and boundaries. Debbie's argument is basically this: if someone goes into another person's house and robs them, it is fine, just as long as the person being robbed accidentally left their door open. How absurd! Of course, you wouldn't rob their house. It isn't the right thing to do, and there are laws in place. In that same sense, you don't use Dropbox because it is open and able to use. It is not the right thing to do, and there are rules in place restricting use. It is a fundamental concept to understand, yet it somehow goes over Schultz's head and out the back door. If you sat down a toddler and explained rules, they would be able to grasp the concept to some degree. Now that we know the truth about what Debbie was doing during her time at the DNC, it is about time for her to go to jail. If you are going to mindfully break the law, then you have to pay the price. We have these rules there for a reason. Do you think that Debbie Wasserman Schultz will go to prison? Share this story on Facebook and let us know because we want to hear your voice. Congress wants to cancel Barack Obama's pension. Here is why. Barack Obama has been behaving terribly ever since he left the White House. And because of his actions, Congress has put him on their watch. He for sure wasn't the people's president, and there's no reason the U.S. citizens should be subsidizing his lavish lifestyle. USA Today reported that Congress is taking another look at a bill that would cancel pension payments to past presidents if they earn $400,000 or more in a fiscal year. Unsurprisingly, Obama himself vetoed that bill when it was first introduced. Obama had already put the wheels of his post-presidency cash machine in place and wasn't about to let Congress derail his plans. But now that he's out, Congress is going after Obama. In response to the USA Today report that Obama's earnings could trigger congressional action, House Oversight and Government Reform Chair Jason Chaffetz responded, "What do you think of this? Share your opinion." Anonymous release bone-chilling video of Huma Abedin every American needs to see. Who is Huma Abedin? How did she become a leading member of Hillary Clinton's inner circle? What connections does she have with the Muslim Brotherhood, and its female equivalent, the Muslim Sisterhood? Why has the mainstream press not asked these questions about Huma? As you will see, her relatives, mother and brother, in particular, are devoted to the destruction of Western civilization. Why was she granted a security clearance? Huma Abedin is a mystery who is presently at the middle of the latest Hillary Clinton scandal, yet few know what she is, or where she came from. This video explains a lot about her past, including her association. Just in. Congress just shut down Obama's activities, he's finished. According to Wall Street Journal, Congress has begun a full investigation to determine an identity of all incorporated into the unmasking of President Donald Trump and his associates. Congress is taking this case very serious, so Obama and his partners like Susan Rice should watch out. There had been already 3 subpoenas until this point, and it is likely there will be more. Obama, Susan Rice and their associates were made a special effort to get intel from President Trump and his closest associates using an insidious method of wiretapping them. This informations were then revealed to media illegally by Susan Rice, bringing disorder and no confidence in the American system. The only thing liberals desire to see is fall of President Trump, but that scenario is not going to happen. Congress will cooperate with President Trump to annihilate these deceivers. Because people of United States don't merit it. American patriots merit a political framework in which there are no suspicious backdoor acts that Obama and his associates were performing over the previous 8 years. It will require such a great amount of work to recover our nation and to change things on better. However, President Trump will demonstrate to us the right way. His biggest job is to secure our borders and not to allow bad people to enter our great country. When Congress is done with their examination concerning Obama and his representatives, we will be free from these individuals, so we can continue making America incredible once more. We need somebody like President Trump to help us get these criminals out of our nation. We are so tired of the shadow government attacking Republicans since they have the power. It is a silly, like a child behavior, and we can no more handle it. What's your opinion on this? Let us know in comments below. After John McCain was found taking George Soros money, a big cover-up is underway. Well, imagine that, folks. After the recent news broke that Senator John McCain's legacy foundation, the McCain Institute for International Leadership, was taking donations from George Soros and perhaps a much longer list of foreign donors, the Institute's administrators are now refusing to disclose said list. However, thanks to this reminder from Daily Caller, we know that McCain was a key architect and the McCain-Feingold Act which aimed to reform campaign finance rules. We also know that the Institute notes on its website that it has a list of donors, but the amounts donated are neither listed nor disclosed. Seems awfully convenient, don't you think? But the McCain Institute, created in 2012 with an $8.7 million donation of funds remaining from McCain's unsuccessful 2008 presidential campaign, refused Monday to disclose the amounts it received from its biggest donors who gave $100,000 or more. However, the McCain Institute declined to spell out exactly how much money each big donor contributed. The website only lists donors who have given $100,000 and above, which can be misleading. The Royal Embassy of Saudi Arabia, for instance, is identified as giving $100,000 or more on the Institute's website. In reality, the Saudis gave $1 million, Additionally, Daily Caller also suggests that a main reason McCain established the institute at Arizona State University is solely for the purpose of hiding donors. And while McCain claims it's simply named after him, and that he has nothing to do with it, Daily Caller calls bluff on that. Not only is McCain's name on the masthead, he is also the honorary convener of the McCain Institute's signature spring annual meeting, the Sedona Forum. The Sedona Forum is a high-level, private gathering held at the luxurious Enchantment Resort in Sedona, Arizona. Sounds just as sketchy as the Clinton Foundation if you ask